Welcome, traveler, to Whispers of the Woods. Tonight's tale is Bloodsalt Bloom, a story of love, power, and the price of blooming where nothing was meant to grow. In a kingdom ruled by blood and sand, one forbidden bond will test whether love can heal or curse the land forever. Let the story begin. In the kingdom of Severa, the desert devours everything. Nothing grows without blood. That's why every noble house carves their family gardens from flesh and sand. One drop of blood for one bloom, a sacrifice to the gods of root and thorn. Those who bleed control nature, those who don't die in it. And Sol, the royal poisoner, had long since made peace with death. Sol's reputation stretched from the salt dunes to the bone markets. A master of toxin, lies, and silence, he had ended wars with a sip of wine and stopped rebellion with the prick of a thorn. But today he was sent not to kill, but to witness one. The last rebel in the kingdom, a girl named Verea, had been captured in the desert. She was kept in a stone cell with no chains, no guards, because the moment she'd touched the sand, flowers had grown. Sol entered her chamber with no weapons. He didn't need any. She sat on the floor, eyes closed, dirt-streaked skin glowing faintly in the lantern light. Around her, petals had sprouted from cracks in the stone, scarlet blooms with thorns like daggers. "I expected a monster," he said, "not a gardener." Verea opened one eye. "You expected to kill me." "I was told to watch. You're a curiosity." She smiled. "Then stay long enough, Sol of the Bloodsalt Court, and I'll show you something worth remembering." Days passed. Then a week. Sol visited every evening. Each time the room changed. New blossoms, new scents. And Verea, she changed too. She laughed. She questioned. She listened. And Sol, who had never bloomed for anyone, began to unravel. He stopped bringing poison, started bringing fruit, stories, a silver ring he once wore for protection that he now left for her as a gift. "I was born to destroy," he said one night, "but you make me wish I was meant for something else." She touched his face, and where her fingers met skin, a single white flower bloomed. Verea was no mere rebel. She was the last seed-bearer, a bloodline cursed by the old gods, able to revive the land or destroy it. Her love was power, her kiss a contract. If she loved in return, she would root herself to the land forever, but if she was betrayed, the desert would salt itself and everything would die. "I can feel it," she told him one night. "My root's growing. You've made it too easy." "Then don't love me," he whispered. "Just survive." But it was too late. The garden had bloomed, and the kingdom noticed. Sol was summoned before the court. They demanded the girl's death. The bloodline must not continue. Kill her before she anchors the desert with her love. He returned to her cell, torn and silent. She already knew. "I saw it in the soil," she said. "It's drying, turning bitter." Sol fell to his knees. "Run with me." "I can't. I'm already bound." "Then I'll stay." And he kissed her. The bloom became a storm. As dawn broke, the prison cracked open with vines and petals. The guards fled. Sand turned to soil, but Sol remained, his blood soaking into the roots as the desert screamed. He offered himself to her willingly, binding his life to hers, and the gods, ancient and cruel, accepted. The Bloodsalt Palace no longer stands. The desert where Severa once ruled has bloomed into a valley of endless wildflowers, salt-rimmed petals, and red thorn trees. And in the heart of it, two figures stand immortal, hand in hand, tangled in vines and bloom, the poisoner who chose love, and the girl who made the desert bloom. If this story rooted itself in your heart, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more haunting and magical tales from Whispers of the Woods. And if the love between Sol and Verea bloomed for you, leave a blue heart in the comments to keep their story alive. Until next time, be careful who you fall for, Some love changes the land itself.